guys for tuning in to Oracles and Ocha. I am your host, Shakiria, and I am trying out something different. Like, I love to podcast, I love to talk, but I'm also tying in my love of tea and my love for doing card readings into one. So, what I'm going to do in this is I'm just going to start off getting out my teas. So I got my Gaiwan right here. I got this from, I think, Way's Gongfu tea out here close to Atlanta. I got my tea pet. His name is Gerald. He's a dragon. I got this from Jesse's Teahouse. And the tea is Sugary Pick Me Up. It's Sugary Pick Me Up by Bitterleaf. I have like a whole case of their teas. They did like a kind of like their teas for the year. They did like a whole bundle. I had ordered that, and Sugar Pick Me Up isn't in that, but I feel like it should. But they had like their fresh teas of the year in that. I think they were raw pu'ers. This is a black and oolong tea mix. I love it, especially first thing in the morning where you taste like the caramel like sweetness of the tea. Great. I literally have to be careful how I grab this, but I have my waist tray. So, cup is also from Way's Teahouse, and this is just how I set all this up. Put my tea pet there, and what I have as well is a pick to go ahead and break the tea leaves. So I keep it in a plastic bag because, you know, safety and measuring freshness. I am almost done with this. I have their, I don't know if it has the year on this. I know they, no. Okay, I have their 2025 also, but this is their 2024 design, and I like it. So, go ahead and open it. But yeah, I just want to like talk about teas and do like collective ratings. So if you have some tea, some coffee, whatever your favorite drink is, like go and get it so we could just like chill. Like this is just gonna be a chill vibe. So break my tea apart so y'all can see that. I'll shift this out of the way. Break my tea apart. I don't need that much. I don't like to actually tear off a big piece if I'm not doing that many infusions. And with the black and oolong mix, it's really not that many infusions I get out of this before the flavor starts seeping to basically water. And I gotta get this out. What I'm going to do is lay out all my tea stuff. I will be like shifting that to the side and pulling cards so I can continue drinking. But yeah, girls, get comfortable. Like, get comfortable. Grab your drink. Like, how have you been today? My day has been interesting. And go ahead and rinse off all the teaware. I'll go ahead and heat up my Gaiwan. My day has been interesting. I have, y'all know, like to start off, it's just like I love doing what I do. I meditated this morning, and one of the things that I do when I meditate is I set an intention. I want to be able to go into my day with the best like feeling that I can have for that day. And the what I was doing was meditating on aligning with my purpose and with my highest vibrational timeline. And yes, I love energetic stuff, and we're all energy, we're all frequencies. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. The podcast is called Oracles and Ocha for a reason, right? Like, and Ocha is the Japanese word for tea, preferably green tea in this case, but right now we're drinking like a black oolong mix, but it's all the same camellia sinensis. Okay, so I break it up a little bit. This is the cakes closest. They're getting closer to core, but I break it up a bit. I do have a lot of broken leaf in here, but that would just be too much. It'd be a little too strong, and it's not what I'm looking for right now. Hold on. There's a process to this. I'm going to get better at doing the process, but it's a little chaotic. First episode, here for the ride. So, one thing, I need to get better at like folding these things. It would be nice to be able to fold it. Tea, I be feeling like tea drinking is supposed to be like a very calm activity, and like, yes, I'm in here talking because I'm in a yap. And I don't know what I'm yapping about, but here we are. But yes, like this is the tea in the Gaiwan right now. And normally I would like do this a little faster, so when I heat it up, before I actually, you know, steep it with some water, I like shake it to get the scent and see what it smells like. But I took a little too long. Actually, it has like a, I want to say like a deep woodsy flavor, a deep woodsy scent, but it's very sweet, like very caramel. And that's what I love about this tea. When I do these, I'm gonna try like different teas because I have a lot of teas that I gotta get through. And I was like, what better yet to share the experience, with it. So go ahead and get my steep. And this is a black tea. It's not a pu'er. So I pretty much honestly, I just boil some water, get it at a boiling point. Nothing too crazy. But I have my tea pet to give the rest of the tea to, and I don't steep this for long because I plan to do multiple steeps. And I know they say first steep for the tea pet, but in this case, there's no need to wash it because it's not a pu'er or anything. That's that scent. So if you guys love sweet tea, like if you guys love a good, you know, southern style sweet tea, I don't mean no iced tea. This was like this is a jump into this, like some loose leaves. So you go for the red tea or black teas, because that's basically what the sweet teas are. But go for something on the sweeter side so you can drink the teas without sugar. When I started getting into loose leaf teas, I was having fun with it. At first I was just like, I don't really know. But then it began, I just started drinking more of this because I already was drinking a bunch of herbal teas and like jasmine green teas. And I didn't particularly like green tea at first, but then I got into loose leaf teas, and I've tried like from white all the way to black, but I haven't tried yellow because I know it's like an in-between. So that if I find like a good yellow tea, or if you guys have a good yellow tea recommendation, I'm open to it. I really do love the smell of this. Oh, and this is what it looks like. It still has more to open up, which is honestly what I like when I start brewing some teas. When I know I want to like keep going, is I don't brew it too long. Oh, and Waves Gongfu, like they had tea tasting, and you got to try different teas that you pick out and try them in different cups. And I didn't realize how important the cup was to the flavor of the tea. So I think this was either something like clay or ceramic, clay. So clay cups, they have a different flavor and they work best for like darker teas. But if you want to go for like a lighter tea, like something closer to like green or white tea, you want to use like a porcelain, or I think ceramic's still okay. But I want to do more looking into that because the cup matters. I've tried this at home where I would just take some of my teas and I would try them in like different cups, and the flavors would change. Like you would get more floral notes, or sometimes it would taste, I like describing things in like shapes and like feels. Sometimes it would taste spiky, like it's just poking you on the tongue. And it wasn't supposed to do that. But if you put it in a different cup, it tastes more smooth and like fruity and like whatever it was so good. I just had fun with that. So I would try my teas in different cups for a while. But right now, we're with one of my staples that I honestly love drinking in the morning time, but it's evening. Oh, it's getting close to evening. It's like about late afternoon. Eventually, y'all might just hear me start slurping on camera because I'm going to drink this how I want to drink it. But y'all here for the ride because, make sure you get you some tea. I do have more cups. I'll bring out some of my other one and be like, y'all have a cup as well. It'll be a fun, experience. Since this hasn't opened up completely, the flavor notes on it are roughly more woodsy than caramelly, however I explain it, but it's definitely more on the deeper notes than that sweetness. Because whenever I drink this, I always feel like the sweetness is like the aftertaste. But yeah, when you guys watch Oracles and Ocha, I'll have some more conversational topics because it's literally just a tea and chat. Just drink some tea and chat, or tea and tarots, play on that. But Oracles and Ocha is this whole big thing where I want to involve more of the people that I've been coming into contact with, more of the people that I'm doing ratings for, just people that is watching, following, and subscribing to me. I want to have a platform where we can have a sense of community. So shoot, tea time, getting some tea time and pulling some cards for you guys and just hearing what y'all eventually think about it. That'd be a fun idea. But the whole concept really is just to vibe. To vibe and have a good time. And anything else, I give it to Gerald. So I'm gonna drink one more cup and then we're gonna get into the card pulls. One of the things I really enjoy doing when I drink tea is it's a relaxation process. I was talking about meditation earlier. I like to set intention when I meditate, and drinking tea is also part of that process, intention setting, where I'm just sitting and just drinking tea. But right now I'm talking to you guys over some tea. But being able to really ground myself, I love having tea being a part of that routine for me. I really am thinking of how interesting today has been so far. I've had feelings where I thought they were gone, but they're returning in a way of reminding me that I'm not that same person. These feelings come up, but I'm not that same person. And I don't want them. So I'm interested to see what their reading has for us today. I'm forgetting that I'm literally just brewing this a little too long. So it may be a bit bitter, but them leaves is opened up though. See, normally I actually have this on the other side. I was thinking about this. I was like, this setup feels weird because my right hand. We're gonna have to switch that because I'm right-handed. So, and it's hot now. It's a little. One thing I do think about is brewing Gongfu style is fun. I like it. But you do have to be quick with it because this pot heats up fast. And I did definitely brew it a little too long. But here we go. Here we go. Sometimes you live and learn. So I brewed it a little too long, but we'll just see what it tastes like. It's more woodsy. Thing I love about Gongfu style, you don't like that brew, pour it out. We're gonna do this again, and then I'll get my one more taste. Pay attention this time. That was literally hot as freak. Bro, let's go ahead and get set up for this reading. I was like, the temperature off, but you know what? I'm all a fan of not doing stuff completely perfect right now, because that's where we're at. I'm learning about this Saturn retrograde, and how the thing for me is my Saturn is actually in the 12th house, and I don't remember what sign it was. I'm setting up my altar cloth. Oh, I have some selenite for some cleansing energy and to also energize us during this reading. I have some obsidian. It's a little dark, but I have some obsidian here to protect and ground us, and I have some fluorite for focus, because I have attempted to record this multiple times and I've gotten off track each time I've recorded this, and we've ended up in the later half of the day. But the fluorite is for focus. We're getting through this, and I am going to flip. Here we go. Let's get going. So this way that I'm doing this is I'm going to pull an angel number first, and we're going to see what angel number is significant to the collective here. And I gotta bring my pendulum out. I love pendulum for divination. So yeah, we're gonna see which angel number is significant here. So the way that I'm gonna do this is I'm connecting to infinite source energy, and I'm connected to my collective. So that is the people who are, you know, following, subscribing, and interact with, connecting to my collective, that are my community essentially. And I'm pulling cards for you guys, and whatever comes up, take what resonates, you know, throw what doesn't, and let's just have some fun with this. I've always been trying to figure out how to do collective readings the best, and I'm just like, I've literally interacted with a lot of the people that are on my pages, so why not just actually tap into, you know, their energy as a whole, so that way it feels more genuine. It's easier for me to conceptualize it, and I can give a better reading. So I'm connecting to infinite source energy and communication with my collective's higher self and spirit guides. Are we connected? Okay, we are connected. That is my symbol for yes. Show us a no. That is my symbol for no. So hopefully that comes across well on camera. And what is the message for my community? It's an angelic message. What are our angel numbers? What are our angel numbers for today? Let's do that. What are our angel numbers for today? Okay. Whoa. Huh. This is probably what I need to take a beat, because I got a lot of stuff coming up. So we got harmony, 22, 9/11, inevitability, 4/4, 44 for stability, and 3003 or 3003 for inspiration. So our angel numbers that are of significance to us, which is 22, 911, 44, and 3003. Okay. know, in this case, I'm going to use my Ask Your Guides deck to communicate with, again, your higher self and spirit guides and figure out what all this means. Like, yes, 22, someone may be seeing 22, 9, 11, 44, and 3003, you know, while they're out and about, but what does all this mean? Like, what's the message that you guys need to hear for today in order to like really get you moving? Because I like to do messages that really allow you to think, reflect, and move forward with the new realization, so you can kind of enact something different within your life. So what does my community need to know? I'm connecting this deck to infinite source energy in connection with my community's higher self and spirit guides. What is the message that needs to be shared with my community? Okay, new life. Okay, and I hope this is focusing. Okay, great. New life. So I don't know if you guys felt this energy after this Lionsgate portal that was at 8/8. It was just very different. And a lot of the people who actually do astrology, which I don't do astrology at this moment, but again, that doesn't mean I don't feel the effects of certain things. A lot of this really was like you're turning a new leaf, you turn a new page, you're setting yourself up for something that actually is ready to come to fruition, something that is ready to change. And new life, whenever people talk about this in like readings, it could be, you know, actual new life. But most of the times when I see this card, it means a project that you're working on is ready to come out. A project that you're working on is ready to be expressed. So something that you are doing to change yourself, because again, we are also all projects. Something that you are doing to change yourself is ready to start being acted upon. Oh, is there any other message that would like to be shared here? Okay, we got perseverance. Okay, so perseverance. I need to figure out where I want to hold this thing. There we go. Okay, so perseverance. Continue to actually move on that message. So the thing that you're working on, it is okay if there are going to be some ups and downs, but it is all right. What's on the other side of that is all worth it. And what is this? Connection at the bottom. Like, we are definitely working on creating a connection here. I hope you guys feel it. So continue working on what you have in your mind, in your heart, that's ready to be expressed. It's time. Oh, what is this? Exhaustion. Oh, some of you may definitely be feeling exhausted at this point. And the thing about the perseverance is like, what is on the other end of that? What is on the other end of what you've been working so hard for? Think about it. Like, actually think about it. Like, you may be in a current period of feeling exhausted, and that is okay. Like, yes, rest up, but at the same time, you're gonna have to get back on the wagon. You're gonna have to get back on the bike. You gotta do what you gotta do. So let's see. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so caution is coming out from your guardian angels. And whenever I see this, it's like whatever is in your life that you have that like innate like gut feeling this isn't right, actually pay attention to it. There is not a day where you have to continue ignoring your intuition, to be honest. Like, your intuition is your guide to maneuver throughout this life. It's your compass to find your way here. And self-love, being the next card that comes out, involves you actually taking that time to listen to yourself. What's more loving to yourself than actually allowing you to listen to what's deep within you and acting upon it? Like, you can wash your hair as much as you want to, you can change your clothes as much as you want to, but what are you doing all of that for if you're not really listening to the feelings that you have deep within? And this caution energy is just telling me like, hey, it's time to hold back. And it just feels like a relationship with people. So it doesn't feel like caution on the decision of whatever project you're working on. It really does feel like caution with people, because you're putting yourself aside for somebody else, and what are you doing that for? Are they even doing that for you? That feels like a question that you might have to really sit with. Are they even putting aside anything that they're working on and that they're doing for you, or are you putting aside everything that you're working on and doing for them? So actually take some inventory on where you're at this moment and realize, I don't have to put myself aside. True, that may be a reason that you're being so, like, you're so exhausted, is that you are putting yourself aside, and it's time for a new life. It's time for you to actually end up on this road of self-love. And the crazy thing is, it does take perseverance. It takes constant decision making in order for you to get to that next spot. And then there's charity. You're overgiving. You are overgiving in an area that you don't need to. You're overgiving too much of yourself. Because charity in a positive light is, yes, we're helping everybody, but charity in a negative light is you're overgiving. You're not actually pouring into yourself. You're essentially pouring from an empty cup. And it's time to change that. It's literally time to flip that. And let's see, one more card in regards to this reading. Let's see, one more. Okay. Oh, we got two more. Okay. So we got community and work. What's so fun is that I am working on building this community with you guys, but the part of that's coming up for us all here is building community does take work, or actually working on your stuff is going to take your time and effort, and that's okay. What I'm hearing is building a community actually does take time. Building a community around the people that genuinely love and care for you, where you don't have to put yourself aside to be a part of it. And that does take work. Being able to see the truth of what people are, and realizing that, like, oh, I want to be in this, or I don't want to be in this, and seeing how you actually feel about it, that is what's going to allow you to ease into this new life, actually. And connection keeps showing up at the bottom. Look at this, we're building connection, you guys, like genuine connections. Okay, so that is the message so far. And what we're going to get into is which angel is helping us along this journey. Okay, because I'm talking to my community, and what do you guys feel? Like, genuinely, what do you guys feel when it's time to have this new revelation pop up in your mind, this new epiphany that you have? What do you feel? Are you all excited? Are you ready to go all in? Are you more hesitant and reserved? Like, what do you notice within yourself when it's time to act on something new? Are you like, yes, this will be exciting, and you're like, yes, it's exciting, but I don't know? Or are you like, yes, it's exciting, I'm going full force with it? And figure out where you're at on that spectrum. So I'm connecting this to infinite source energy and communication with my community's higher self and spirit guides. Which angel is guiding us through this new life to self-love? Whoa, okay. Sufficcio came out, and this is creation from chaos. Okay, and the fact that like more cards came out, let's see. So this is represented by the goddess Isis, and this card is so like significant to my path and the people that are, you know, connecting with me, is because creation from chaos is like, you might have had a chaotic childhood growing up, or you just may be in a whole life that's just not where you want it to be, but you realize what you want. She's holding the keys. She is holding the keys, and the thing is, like, you realize what you want, you can change it, you can open your own doors. So let's see what else we got. So Mirabelle, the recommended way, or the best way, is reflection. How can you grow from something if you don't know what you're growing from? And that requires you to actually look in the mirror, see where you're at. The reflection shows you what's current. Like when you're looking in the mirror, you're seeing what you are right now in that moment. We are a collection of moments. So when you're sitting down and journaling, like a lot of journaling is going to be helpful for everybody, but like, well, for you guys that, you know, resonate with that. But when you're actually journaling, you're taking a moment of looking at those collection of moments that got you to where you are now. And you're like, the past is one of the best indicators of what the future is going to look like. And the best way that you can change that is to change what your now moment is. So that way you can look back on the past and you be like, I changed on this day and this happened. And this is Vardurio. I don't know why sometimes it just come out like that. But you see, he got that pen and paper. It's time to write. It's that creativity shall be expressed. There's painting, there's everything. It's time for you to express your creativity. And Baraccio, like, she has like a mothering, nurturing spirit. So some people may be mothers here because we do have that new life card, but these angels are guiding us through this journey, through this transition of life, through this next phase that we're stepping into that requires a creation from chaos. Like you take a look at your world around you and you're just like, I don't like this. You have the keys to change it. And it requires you to actually recognize and to reflect on what you don't like to figure out what you do like. See, expressing it, that creativity is going to come out, and nurturing yourself and those around you is something that is going to benefit this whole process. So I like this. Like, it really does feel like this is a reflective time period for you guys to really start working on that new stuff you want to create. And I'm going to get some botanical inspiration up in here to show and see if anybody is like a plant lover like I am, who loves gardening and flowers and just, you know, nature in general. The botanical inspirations guide may be beneficial. You get to see the common names and the actual scientific names and just, you know, what they mean. I love this deck. Infinite source energy in communication with my community's higher self and spirit guides. What is our botanical inspiration for this reading today? Okay, there we go. And as y'all can see, I like to, you know, flip to the cards come out. So, okay, we have White Rose, which is new start and wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And this is so fun because this is a new journey that I'm taking with you guys. Like, Oracles and Ocha. We are at the Oracle portion. And let me get me a little drink of tea before I say this last one. This is a new journey that I'm taking with you guys. And hopefully, as you guys look at your life, you'll recognize what you want to change in it. And if you don't want to change anything, it doesn't seem like this reading is necessarily for you. But if you are like open to change, you're looking for something different, you're ready to bring in a new experience into your life, this is definitely for you. And when we got Bellflower, is gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Being thankful for what you've been through. Because if it wasn't for what you've been through, you wouldn't be where you are today. And if it wasn't for what you went through, you wouldn't be able to figure out what you want your tomorrow to look like. And since we're talking about gratitude, let's go ahead and end this off with some literal gratitude. literal gratitude oracle. So I have a lot of decks, and we're gonna get through them eventually, but these are the core of what I definitely want to be able to start readings with. So, all right, so we're going to end this reading off with a beautiful gratitude oracle that is meant to have you reflect in your life. Like, this is an active participation part of this. Like, after this reading, I want you to actually reflect. Mirabelle, call her, do what you got to do. Reflect on what you were truly thankful for in this area that comes out. Okay, so I'm connecting to infinite source energy in communication with my community's higher self and spirit guides. What is the gratitude oracle that comes out for us today that we need to address, that we can address? Okay. Ooh. All right. The art on these are so beautiful. Okay, we got 3. So, love. Being thankful for the love in our lives and to understand that we are love. To be honest, like, we are all love. We wouldn't be here without love. So, intention, okay? Intention. Changing your life requires intention. You have to actually sit down, not even, you have to actually like consciously understand that you want something different. And the intention behind your actions is what type of energy you'll pull towards you. And then prayer. Prayer. We have a lot of angels here. We have a lot of angels here. Or whatever your faith is. Pray. I see prayer as the same as intention setting. And this is whatever corresponds to people. Both of these energies have like water energy flowing. Shoot, they're both showing water, and they're also showing like the stars, because there's something bigger than you, there's something bigger than all of us. And this whole thing gives you a moment to connect. Like, connect deeply with what you really want in your life. That just feels like all I need to say there. Connect deeply with what you really want in your life. Thank you so much for sitting in on Oracles and Ocha. I'm Shakiria. I'm an intuitive healer. I do personal readings, energy channeling. I'm even getting into some group readings. But this is something that I want to do for you guys more often, where we're going to just sit, chat over some tea, pull some cards, and have a good time. So, thank you for tuning in to Oracles and Ocha. Catch us on the next episode. And let me know if any of this stuff in this reading resonates. Actually reflect on what you're thankful for within love, with intention, with prayer, your connection with yourself and spirit. Talk to your angelic team. Talk to your spirit guides. Whatever you feel like really resonates with you, connect with it. I am so grateful to be able to do this reading for you today. So thank you, and enjoy your day.